Boom. We are live. Pull up DX trade. Everybody, you guys got your accounts ready? It's time to trade some Asia session. So let me first break down everything that happened. I'm about to share my screen for you guys. Got 130 members in here already. That was very fast. Love to see each and every single one of you guys. Welcome to another Asia session stream. My name is Marky. I trade Asia session. I trade fair value gaps mainly. You'll see me using a lot of fair value gaps, IFEGs. See a lot of familiar faces, so welcome back to another Asia session. Let's kill it today. If you guys want to type anything, you go to the community section in the Discord and there's the general chat. So use the general chat. What's good, everyone? Boom. Alrighty. So as always, guys, I start off from the highest time frame that might be relevant. So right now, starting off from the weekly time frame. Remember, guys, earlier in the week we had no wick. And it came back down. So if we go to the daily time frame, you can see that we opened up Monday's range without a wick. Tuesday then came back down, created a wick, and now we're expanding up higher. So I'm looking for the price to continue expanding up higher and higher towards this maybe all-time highs again, but for now, just for this most recent high. So that's what I'm going to be looking for today, as long as we do get confirmation. I think on the 2-hour time frame, I saw a fair value gap right there. Yeah, so we might flip this fair value gap right here on the 2-hour time frame. But we're already inside of Asia session. It just opened up, so let's keep a close eye on how this 1-hour candle expands as well. See if we have anything on the 30-minute time frame. So what I do when I look for different time frames, like I pretty much scale down. I look for fair value gaps that exist, and I see on the 4-hour time frame, we don't necessarily have a fair value gap other than this one right here. Now, already in the morning yesterday, I was, technically today, we're just already inside of a new daily candle. But today in the morning, I was looking for it to actually pull up and close above, and it ended up actually respecting and ripping through. So potentially now we might actually be digging back up to close above this gap, and that's where I will be looking for longs later in the day. But for now, we're not there yet, guys. We just got to catch a little position based off of what the lower time frame is telling us. So let's scale down. I see right here we have a 1-hour gap, but remember, I'm bullish right now. The market also seems to be very bullish. We're going to be looking for longs. So on the 30-minute time frame, I notice here we have a bearish gap. This turned into a 30-minute IFEG. This is bullish for everybody that doesn't know. No sound. Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? Check, check, check. All right, so somebody joined that I guess I restricted or something, and it popped up like an option, so I was supposed to click that. Let me see who this guy is. I'm gonna remove that restriction because I wasn't looking at my Discord stream, and it just pretty much kicked my audio off. Who was it? I don't remember who it was. But everything's good now? Can I get back into it? Alright. What are we trading? We're trading XAU USD, which is equivalent to GC gold. That's what we're trading right now. We're trading gold. You can see it already tapped back into this IFEG, and we're expanding much higher. So levels that I would think are important right now in price would be like this 30-minute immediate bounce. So if it pulls back down into this zone, I'd be looking for longs. Alternatively, let's see if we have anything on the lower time frame, because we're kind of already expanding from this area. We got a little 15-minute immediate rebalance right there. All right, on the lower time frame, I see right here on the 1-minute time frame, we have a 1-minute IFEG right here. So if we respect this, guys, this might potentially be our entry right now. Let me just split up the screen so I don't lose sight of what's happening on the higher time frame as well. But here we have a potential entry right here. If it comes back down into this area, I'd be looking for an entry with a stop loss maybe below this low. But we do have to make sure that it respects it, because if it doesn't, then I'm looking on the 30-minute time frame here. We might get our immediate rebalance. But gold's been very bullish, and I do think that it's going to continue running up through this 4-hour gap, close above it, and eventually today go much further than it has been going for a while. Right, we've been inside of this massive daily fair value gap and just kind of consolidating down here, and we just finally ripped out of it. So I'm expecting us to continue ripping through this like 4-hour gap. So let's see if we can get some confirmation today. Hopefully the market doesn't just run without us. It's a little bit unfortunate that this 30-minute IFEG happened pre-market. You can see we tapped into this zone pre-market. So I was not looking for a trade there just yet. Wait for the pullback. It always does pull back, especially first few minutes of Asia session. That's just some manipulation, chat. I traded that earlier. They won't. I can't hear it either. All right, I'm gonna reset my stream. Can anybody hear me? Drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. I need 1s in the chat. I need a lot of 1s. If the majority can hear me, we're good. All right, we're good. We're good. Those guys can figure it out. We got a ton of 1s. All right, guys, we're waiting for a pullback on the 1 minute time frame. This is an IFEG that it hasn't tapped into yet. So if we rip back down and we stop right here in this zone, the way that you trade IFEGs is you don't just like place a limit order and wait for it to tap in and hope that it runs. You want to wait for it to run into it and stop there and then start going back out. So that's like the difference between a lot of traders. They set limit orders or they just enter as soon as it taps in. That's a little bit incorrect because it could just be a magnet that's pulling price in this direction, but it could just like run straight through it. You know what I mean? If the real target's like down here, it wants to take out these lows, then it'll just act as a magnet and then rip down on your stop loss. So you want to be patient, wait for confirmation. Looking good so far. Maybe we get like a 30-minute immediate rebalance right here. That's the second alternative. So if we do run straight through this 1 minute gap, you can see that the low right here, 5187, is right down here. So we have to be very careful. There's one opportunity for us to get in right here, and then the second opportunity would be at 5186.45. Now this is on the forex.com gold charts. I'll enter on Legacy, and you guys will see exactly when I'm gonna enter, so that you guys can enter with me. All right, guys. Let me go on the account that I've been trading on. Boom. All right. So we're waiting for this to pull back down into this area. And we're going to look for a rejection out of here. And then if it does not respect it, if it runs through it, then we're going to wait for it to tap this zone right here. So let's see right now, guys. Okay, so we stopped right there. Give it a few more seconds. The candle will close in 8 seconds. 5. Okay, so look what we're going for. We just rebalance, guys. This is when I'm looking to enter. Boom. We just got the immediate rebalance. I'm hopping in with 5 micros right there. Getting in a little bit late, unfortunately, because that just instantly pulled back. My stop's going to go below these lows. I don't think it's going to take it out after this immediate rebalance. But I'm in with 5 micros right there. That was so beautiful. 30-minute immediate rebalance. Nice. All right, guys, we're about to get a new fair value gap here as well. So if we do also flip this, I'm going to probably look to enter some more micros. Remember, I'm entering on the MGC chart, so I'm in with 5 micros. My stop loss right now on the future chart is going to be just underneath 5,200. We're about to get a new fair value gap right here, so let's keep our eyes on this one on the 1 minute time frame. Look for it to get flipped. All right, guys, boom. New fair value gap right there. We have one slightly higher as well. We want to see these get flipped. And then I'm going to be looking to enter a few more micros, maybe like 4 or 5 more. Once we get some more confirmation, and then I'm going to trail the stop up a little bit higher as well. This candle has no wick, which is a little bit sketchy. Other than that, I like the way that this looks. We got the immediate rebalance, and now we're pushing up higher from this area. I can't find this future in the trade. as I said, MGC or GC, gold. So this candle has no wick. That was one little thing that it might actually want to like tap into one more time before running higher. We should survive this right there. Boom. Created the wick. So as long as it doesn't sweep out these lows right here. All right, we got taken out. Minus 315 on this. I'm still looking for that push up higher from this because it's a 30-minute immediate rebalance. We just ended up expanding with no wick, and it ended up coming down and taking out all these lows. So I'm going to look for the same trade right here, but I'm going to wait for another fair value gap to form. So just like we got a fair value gap up here, I'm going to wait for another one now. I did like the rejection that we got, and I expected us to continue just pushing up higher from here. So let's see. We're probably going to rip back up, but let's see if we can get some confirmation before we enter. This candle also has no wick, and so does this one. No wick. There's a 5-minute FEG below. 30-minute for value gap as well that it just tapped into again. You can see this shaded area. All right. Hopefully right here in 50 seconds we do get this new fair value gap. Now we have a liquidity sweep at least. Did not spell that wrong. Liquidity sweep. All right, no new fair value gap is forming. Pulling back out of this 30-minute immediate rebalance. Dang it. I'm on a 30-second chart. All right, I'm going to look for it to sweep into this no wick again, and if we start running up, I'm going to look for confirmation. Right here, this little no wick. If we start running back up out of this area right here, then I'm going to look for another trade. Round 2. I'm going to be entering with 5 micros again. Come on. Not guru. Oh, hell no. Balance too low on liquid. Another symbol I can trade. Bro, come on. You can't have a balance too low. All right, we just took out that no wick I was looking for. So if we start pulling back out, once again, I'm looking for some confirmation. And then if we pull back above this 30-minute immediate rebalance, I'm going to hop in longs. Because now we're inside of Asia session. We tapped into this 30-minute IFVG again. You see that? We just tapped. All right, I like this. I like how this looks. I'm going to enter 5 micros, round 2. I got to turn on one-click trading because it's actually like... that just stops me from getting a good position. I had to confirm my order. All right, guys. I entered again. Gonna move my stop slightly below this low. Boom. I'm in longs. So for everybody wondering, we're in a bullish position. Why? Because we swept out the no wick. Just like that. We swept out the no wick and we're pushing back above this 30-minute immediate rebalance. We tapped into the 30-minute IFEG right here. A lot of bullish confluences. Now let's just look for an expansion. TP1 is going to be at this high right here. And we're going to watch for it to take out these fair value gaps right here as well. All right, guys. Round 2 for a gold long. Let's go. Liquidity has been taken this time. We got a no wick right here. Once we take out this no wick, guys, let's go break even. What's the RR? For now, 1 to 2.5. But as always, guys, I will trim off micros. I'll leave the last one running. I feel like gold has a lot of bullish potential. Very early Asia session, guys. We're only 15 minutes into the Asia session, so let's see if we can get this early Asia expansion. There you go. We finally flipped back into a bullish candle right here. Hopefully the expansion will begin for the next 15 minutes of this candle. Come on. Just give us that immediate rebalance. Give us this no wick right here. We should have low-key got the trade earlier over here. But this manipulation, not expected. Nice. There you go. We're about to take out that no wick. Let's see how much profit we're up. Just about $200. Alright, guys. I'm going break even here. We just took out that no wick. So now the market can decide, guys, if it wants to go higher from this no wick that it just tapped, because that's a pretty significant confluence. Floating just about 165, 200. I'm aiming for the high, but we just hit a pretty solid area right there, no wick. That's the same area that we reversed from over here. So there's potential that we have a pullback. That's why I'm going break even. We're going to keep an eye out now. If we flip these gaps, then I'm holding strong. I'm holding all the way to the highs. No partials just yet. 2, 1. All right, guys, let's go. Let's go. Let's get this move. 30-minute immediate balance was the move. It just manipulated on us, swept out liquidity 2 more times, tapped into this 30-minute gap before running. But it's looking good right now. That was a nice, solid, bullish candle. Come on. We want to see it close above these 2 red shaded areas. These are for rally gaps. When they get closed above, it flips. So for now, it's bearish, but if we close above them, that turns into a bullish confluence. It'll support our buy. For now, guys, trade is at break even. Let's hope we do rip back up and close above these gaps. We got a new little bullish FEG right here. Somebody tell me in the chat why we took this trade. Try to break down the 3 confluences that we had for trade number 2. We just filled this gap perfectly. We're still in this trade. Filled the gap, so hopefully we stay above it now and we don't rip back down. My stop loss for the break even is just underneath this low right here, so you guys can see it right here on the screen. Stay above this gap, run up higher. We got a liquidity sweep. Okay, that's one thing. Because we hungry, thirsty, and dying. Bro, Alan, that's the most relatable thing that I think you've ever said. Why do we take this trade? Because we hungry, thirsty, and dying. Ooh. We ended up closing below this gap, which is not good whatsoever. Hey, yeah, at least the next candle didn't really care about that. We still have 45 seconds of this candle right here. Let's see how it closes. We're at break even anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right, chat. What are we saying? What are we saying? Why do we take this trade? Bro, I'm up 2,140. Damn, son. I'm learning that how y'all do this. Oh, you're trying to learn the strategy? Immediate rebalance push out of IFEG. Exactly. We got an immediate rebalance on the 30-minute time frame. That was our trade number 1, and it just manipulated a little bit lower. That's why we got taken out of trade number 1. Trade number 2, it dug a little bit lower and tapped into the 30-minute IFEG. and that little no wick on the lower time frame. So liquidity sweep on the 1 minute time frame. We had a 30-minute IFEG. We had an immediate rebalance. Looks pretty good. What do you mean break even, bro? I'm sitting at break even right now. My stop loss is above my entry, so you can see right there I got taken out. But on trade number 2, I didn't lose anything. So we ended up closing below this gap. You can see that we respected this IFEG. So we've taken 2 trades so far. One of them was minus 300. Trade number 2 was break even. All right, we got one more trade in us. Bro, XAU USD's texting me right now. He's like, don't quit, bro. I believe in you. Okay. I'd look for another trade if we got back above like one of these gaps potentially. Break even on this setup. How can help me cancel my chart? What do you mean, Kevin? What are you trying to cancel? Up 3K, TP's at 7.5K. What are you up on? You up on some buys or sells? 860 profit. Hey, you still bagged out? Did you guys just double in on the second trade or what? He's not able to close positions. Some positions were not closed or orders were not canceled. Do you have any positions open? Oh, it does say equity right there. And you didn't get an email that said like your account is breached? His gym membership? I can't help you with that, bro. Can't help you cancel your gym membership. Alright, so looks like we created a little no wick and started ripping out from here. Holy moly. We closed above that higher gap, guys. I'm hopping in right there. Boom. Boom. I hopped in round 3. Sell stop placed. I'm just placing it pretty close underneath this lower for valley gap right there. But we closed above this gap right here, so I'm entering for trade number 3. Still going in the same direction. Buys. Got an IFEG now on our side. Let's get this dough, guys. Our trade narrative was correct from the very beginning. But the only thing that was wrong, guys, is the fact that we got manipulated on. And second of all, we came back down and got break even on the second trade. So that kind of sucks because the entry was good. I feel like if I didn't have a one-click trading on, like the one-click trading right here, be sure you guys turn this on. Because it asks you to confirm your trade. And then by the time you do that, it just rips up without you. Okay, so we just created an IFEG up here. And we seems to have disrespected both of them. I'm still in this trade, but literally my stop loss is like right there. So if we run any lower, I'm out here. And I'm done for the day because this was a beautiful run up. We ended up closing. Look at how this candle closed. This is why I got in right there. There's an IFEG right here, or a fair value gap, I mean. And we ran up, closed right above it. So I was expecting the next candle, we just rip up. So I got taken out of the third trade, down 475 on the day on this account. And I'm done trading for the day as well because that was 3 trades. There's no need to revenge trade if my narrative is wrong. I was looking for buys. I mean, we were running up, but just a lot more manipulation than I had anticipated. There you go. I got faked out today, guys. Unfortunate Asia session. Gold buys bottom wick to the low. Yeah, it did. Bottom wick to the low. Oh, right here. That's nice. No, honestly, bro, I was trading gold buys in the morning too. I was trading over here in the morning, looking for it to close above the 4 hour. And I had such beautiful buys, like in from here. I had like 2 positions layered in on my live account. One of them was like right here. One of them was a little bit higher. And I was expecting it to just literally close above and run up higher. And as soon as it filled up this 4 hour gap right here, it just turned around and dropped like the fattest 4 hour candle that I've seen. So I got cooked this morning on some buys as well. Got taken out of my beautiful positions. And I came in with the bullish narrative today expecting the same thing. I want to see us run up on the 4 hour time frame. So we might actually do that by 7 o'clock. I might still be looking for an opportunity like probably after this 30-minute candle closes. But no more trades, guys. No more trades today. All right. Unfortunately, we ended up with a losing day. It's the first losing day in a while. Market is selling. Thank you, SL. I almost lost 8K if I didn't have an SL. Uh-oh. Yeah, bro. That's why you always gotta have an SL. Quick 350 though, about a shower. It's alright, Mark. I know, we good, bro. It's all about the psychology. I'm not upset because, you know, you come in with the same thing every day. The model works. You guys have seen it over and over again. Watch some of the recordings. You look for that higher time frame narrative. You scale down to the lower time frame. You look for confirmation, and you take that trade. Today, it didn't give it to us. It manipulated on us 2 times right here. Every time we pushed out of this 30-minute immediate rebalance, we would come back, hit the break even. Once again, we're back at this immediate rebalance, so it's going to be hard to take a trade until it leaves this little consolidation range. Thank you guys for tuning in. Can you explain the no wick? Pretty much every candle has a wick, so when a candle doesn't have a wick, that's it's an inefficiency. So the market wants to come back into that area and make sure that it is efficient. Been a rough day, L's all day. Yikes, brother. You got it, though. I'm holding until we fly. Yeah, bro. There's no point. You gotta figure something out. That's obviously not the case with me, so I'm not sure. Like, I was able to close my positions. Like, let me take a little 1 micro trade. See, look, I'm in a trade right now. And flatten all. So I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure why this happens to some of you guys. I've literally never had issues with DX trade whatsoever. And I'm not sure if maybe it's like your Wi-Fi connection, like you literally aren't connected to the Wi-Fi on your laptop, and so it won't go through because it's not even connected, you know what I mean? I'm not sure what the problem is, but if it's not happening for me, if it's not happening for other people, then it might be an issue on your end. Marky Boy loved the penthouse reel with Luca and Nick. Oh, awesome. Actually, I just got approved for my new apartment today. So I'm moving in next month into a new place. Really excited. It's going to be beautiful. What's your Instagram? My Instagram's Full Send Traders. You guys want to follow me on Instagram? Full Send Traders on Instagram right here. Got 35,000 followers. Appreciate you guys. I'm following that, but I thought you had a personal one. I have a personal one, but all I post is just pictures of me and my fiance on it. So I'm not on there active. I just make posts for the people to see, you know, how the life's going. Is there a 30-minute FEG that respected above? Oh, no, don't worry about it. 30-minute, there is a 30-minute FEG that got respected above. Again, it's like a question of the narrative. Like, is your narrative bullish or bearish? And today, like, I think the narrative is bullish. We're just kind of choppy. We're just kind of pulling back down a lot. Trying not to get cooked. Alright, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna wrap this up here. I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully at 7 o'clock. You know we kill it every single day at 7 o'clock. There's a lot more confluences that we can use at 7 o'clock. We get that new 4-hour candle. It's just much easier. Today, I just literally have plans, and I had to go stream a little bit earlier. But I still liked the setup, though. You know what I mean? 30-minute IMR. We had that 30-minute IFEG. It looked good, but not today. Check my last message. If you guys are interested in an instant funded account, guys, send me a message. If you guys are struggling to pass the eval, spending too much money on the evals. See, I don't get that, bro. I don't get that. Thunder's having the same issue with the flat and all. It's like I'm not doing anything different than you guys. Maybe it's because like you guys already passed the account or something. Or maybe it's that happens when your account is closed, when you failed the eval. But either way, guys, yeah, I do see that. I see that. Either way, soon we are getting a new platform. We're getting a new platform very soon. So if this issue keeps persisting, we will have another option for you guys, and that other option is going to be amazing. Promise you guys. I promise. Please don't put trade away. Nah, it's not going to be trade away. Don't even worry about it. Just keep your eyes tuned, because keep your eyes. What is the peeled? Keep your eyes peeled. Hell yeah, because I'm doing this from my phone. All right, guys. So as usual, what do we spam when we win a trade? We spam W, right? Why don't we have a tradition of spamming L when we take a loss? You know what I mean? Let's spam some L's in the chat. Spam some L's, guys. Come on, we gotta spam some L's. Yeah. Discord's gonna be so confused. Everybody that didn't tune in today. Hey, but we gotta take it. We gotta take this public humiliation. Nah, we gotta take this public humiliation when we lose, so that we don't lose. All right, guys. When was the last time we took a loss? That's why.